What's your name, bro? So, what color is Jesus Christ?
There ain't no picture books in the Bible.
The Bible's you. Alex, we've been taught that this white image of Jesus is what we're supposed to be worshiping.
Right.
And along with that image came a doctrine. Read that, Exodus 20 and 8.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Remember God's Sabbath day to keep it holy. Alex, why did he say remember to keep it holy? Let me ask you. Why did he say remember to keep God's Sabbath? If I forgot something at the house, what? So why did he say remember? Let me just keep it straight. Why did he say remember?
Probably because you guys like a good memory for it.
Something happened to it. How did we get here? How did we get here? How did we get to America, Alex?
We travel.
Look at this. Look at this. What happened? What's this called? What's this called, Alex? Say it loud too. You know what? Slavery. They put us on slave ships.
Right.
That's why God said remember, because at one point we knew our identity, but it was stripped from us. It was taken away from us.
Right.
Hey, Officer OZ, Officer OZ, Officer OZ, Officer OZ. Somebody get it. OZ, OZ. Brother, I got a question for the brother right here. What's your name, bro? What's your name, bro? What's your name, bro? You said George? Sosa. Okay, what's up? I'm your shot. So we teaching Alex right here. Let me ask you, what day is God's Sabbath day?
You said what?
God's Sabbath. What day are we supposed to go to church?
Sunday.
Sundays. He said the same thing, right? Yeah. Let's read this. Exodus 20 and 8.
Bring it up.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Right.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So God said the day that we're supposed to go to church is on the 7th day. We're about to get it. But he said 6 days you're supposed to labor and do all that work. You got it, Alex?
Yeah.
6 days. So what's the first day of the week?
Bring it up.
Monday?
No, it's Sunday.
No, it's Monday. Look at your calendar. Pull out your calendar. And you can look at it while we go through it. Read that again.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What is the last day?
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
The 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. What day is that, Alex? What day is that, Sosa? What's the 7th day? We're going to tie it why. We're going to tell you why it's so important.
Sunday, right?
No, Sunday's the first. What's the 7th?
Saturday?
Saturday. Saturday is the 7th day of the week. Saturday is God's Sabbath day. And we're going to tell you why it's so important. Daniel 7:25.
Bring it up.
Let's get that now. Because along with the slavery that we came here on, Alex, we lost our identity. We lost our understanding of what God's time is. We lost everything.
Right.
They brutalized us. The officer brought it out earlier. It's so bad now that youngins think that they don't have to get married anymore.
Right.
They're just sleeping from woman to woman to woman.
Right.
You got 16-year-olds catching STDs.
Right.
You got youngins out in the streets killing each other. I know
Right.
you done seen some stuff in Baltimore, bro. So it's important that we come back to our identity. Read that.
Daniel chapter 7 verse 25.
Yep.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
This is talking about the white man. The white man is the most prideful race on the face of the earth. Look at
Right.
Donald Trump. Look at how prideful Donald Trump be moving. Read.
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Pay attention, Alex.
And think to change times and laws.
That's why you think you got to go to church on Sunday. That's
Right.
why when you came up, you said we go to church on Sunday. When God said Sabbath day is on Saturday.
That's right.
Towards that, we go on Sunday, right?
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't no thinking towards that. When I was trying to say, if we go on Sunday,
Right.
it would make sense for another day. For what you said.
Repeat what you just said. I'm trying to make sure I understand. You said you go on Sunday, but what?
Okay, so like as humans, we go on Sunday, but come to think about it, but like I'm trying.
Go ahead, no.
because I'm trying to go over what you said. I'm trying to go over what you said. When I said we go on Sundays, I'm trying to go over what you said so I can make sense of what I'm saying.
Okay, so look, understand this. Regardless Sosa, regardless Alex, Sunday is not the day we're supposed to be congregating.
That's
It's
right.
the Sabbath day, Saturday.
Right.
And understand, along with that, again, comes this doctrine right here. Sosa, what color is Jesus Christ?
He black to me.
He black to you. Okay, so if you had to go in the Bible and prove that, where would you go? Revelation 1.
There ain't no picture books in the Bible. The Bible ain't no
The
picture.
Bibles used to have pictures in them, but they don't anymore because the white man took over control, like I said. Revelation 1 and 14, we're going to show you something.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14.
Bring it out.
1 and 14.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14.
Uh-huh.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So I'm looking at wool hair right here. I'm looking at wool textured hair right here. That's kinky hair, nappy hair, what they call it. The hair of a black man. That's what it means when he said his head and his hairs were white like wool. White in color, woolly in texture.
As white as snow.
Uh-huh.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Christ used to drink wine, so the whites of his eyes would turn red. Read.
And his feet.
And his feet. If y'all had on sandals, I'd be able to see your feet, right? It's the same color as the rest of your body. Read.
Like unto fine brass.
Like unto fine brass. What color is brass, Alex?
Brown.
Brown. You was up here earlier. What color is brass?
Like orange, brown, orange.
Brown, right? Okay, so we on the same page. If you burn something that's brown in the oven, what color does it turn?
Black.
Black. Okay, so let's get this.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they burned in a furnace. So that means that Christ was a dark complexioned black man.
Yes,
He
right.
wasn't white. 2 Corinthians 11 and 4 again.
Bring it out.
Because we've been nothing but lied to here in America. They brought us off the slave ships. 400, 500 years later, we walking around like calling ourselves YNs. We walking around in Christianity. We walking around. Some of us in the LGBT lifestyle. Some of our people, you laughing. It's true, bro. I know, how old are you? So how old are you?
15.
You 15, so you already know what it is.
Right.
But the Bible is against that. We're lost. Read.
2 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 4.
What's your name, sir? What's your name, sir? What's the name of the God we serve? Revelation 19:13.
Bring it out.
We're gonna hold on. We're gonna get that question, but we're gonna deal with this first. We're not gonna jump like that.
2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 4. For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus.
So if the white man that came brought another Jesus, meaning another doctrine, a lie,
Whom we have not preached.
that's not the same Jesus that Paul and them were preaching. That's not the same Jesus that the apostles were preaching. Read.
Or if ye receive another spirit.
Or if you receive another spirit, meaning another message, another way to think that you're worshiping God, what going to church on Sundays, Easter, Christmas, all these wicked holidays that we celebrate in America today. Read.
Which ye have not received.
The apostles did not teach that. That's the key that we don't understand. Christianity is a pagan religion that uses the Bible as a smokescreen.
That's right.
That's what black people have yet to understand here in America yet. Read.
Or another gospel.
Uh-huh.
Which ye have not accepted.
And we never accepted that. Our forefathers were never taught that Jesus was white, that we were supposed to go to church on Sunday, that all nations can be saved, that we're supposed to just forgive them for the slavery that we went through for
Bring it out.
400 years.
Right.
Read.
Ye might well bear with him.
And we're supposed to contend with that type of evil doctrine because it's not biblical.
What is nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is